You know, Marty Stewart has just recently said, today the most outlaw thing you can possibly do in Nashville, Tennessee is play country music. Well, I can tell you one thing, our next guest, Roo Arcus, must be an absolute outlaw because his music, and particularly this latest single, If That's What Love Was, is country, and Roo joins us now. Roo, you must be so proud of this song.
Oh yeah, mate. It's it's just a good fun song, mate. When I first heard the demo of it, was getting pretty close to us cutting the album. I thought, no, look, that's just going to fit like a glove on this album for sure.
And it's so truthful that we hear so many songs that, and I've got no objection to the diversity of country music. Don't get me wrong. But this has got that whole feel about it that you could have been sitting down with people like Dwight Yoakam and that ilk and just coming up with this song, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. You know, I had a review, I think it was by a UK magazine. They said, look, this is just... Well, they said, I think Alan Jackson would be horrified to find out that, you know, I'd cut this song which would have fitted perfectly into one of his earlier albums. It does have that sound, you know. It's just... I'm very, very happy with it. And Jerry Salley and Bill White wrote a great song for us, that's for sure.
Well, the album's called Cowboys and Sunsets, and what are we up to? What number album is this for you now, Roo?
It's the third full studio album. Prior to that, there was an EP, and there was another small recording before that, but I'm kind of calling it number two. I'm sort of treating everything from when I came back to it again in 2012, I guess. It's just like, it's almost like it was another lifetime ago. It was a different period. I don't know what it was, but it just feels like everything I've done since 2012 was almost the beginning again, so...
And it's fair to say you've had a almost the Midas touch too, isn't it? You've had your share of number ones, plenty of radio airplay, and the reports we got out of Broadbeach Country Music Festival this year is that you really ripped it up on stage.
Mate, Broadbeach was a lot of fun. I remember, you know, and we had two good gigs. We played at that mall stage and then down the Surf Parade stage. When we started playing on the Surf Parade stage, it was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I reckon about, you know, a quarter of the street was full. It was a good crowd. I thought, well, that's good. That's a good crowd, mate. We got about 3 or 4 songs in, and it just started filling up and filling up and filling up, and people were walking out on their verandas, and you know, all of a sudden I couldn't see the back of the crowd, and I thought, wow, this is what it's all about. It was just great, and I went back to my motel room at the end of it. You know, beautiful accommodation they put us into there. And I sat out on the veranda, which was basically at the end of that street. You know, I thought, this is it. This is wonderful. It just really felt, this whole year has felt like it's really sort of picked it up a notch. And people are really getting on board, really getting behind us. The fan base is definitely building. Mate, it just feels like the planets are aligning or something, mate. Something's going right because it just feels wonderful. And, things are good, buddy.
Mate, it doesn't hurt putting out a good song, a good album, and some great stage presence on when you perform on stage. That goes a long way to making people happy, and the stars aligning in turn.
Yeah, you've got to work hard before you get lucky, I suppose. No, look, people are just really coming to that sound. I know that we're sort of hopefully doing the right things. I'm doing everything I possibly can by getting the best producers, the best production, the best songs, everything I can possibly do, and in that style, which I just love. But, mate, people are just being drawn to it like a magnet. Like I said, when we played that there at Broadbeach, and just the way that street was just filling up and people were coming out, it was like I was the Pied Piper, and all they just came up the street for us, mate. It was fantastic. So things are going great, and there's some great things happening right now and coming up in the future for this year even. You know, I'm out on tour with the Taste of Tamworth tour at the minute. We played some shows in New South Wales. Every weekend I'm playing now until sometime in September or October. I can't think now, but careful what you wish for because it might come true, and you know that's what's happening right now for us. And very, very busy, and things are going well.
And before you know it, we'll be back at Tamworth all over again.
Yeah, well that's it. We're already sort of starting to talk to venues up there and look at how we're going to mould next year's festival and what we're going to do up there. So it's not very far away at all.
And we're talking with Roo Arcus, and you're still spending plenty of time in the country?
Yeah, mate. I had plans to be abroad a little bit before this. I'm pretty sure I'll be back in the States just before the end of the year. I've got some pretty cool stuff happening over there, which I can't quite divulge just yet, but be rest assured there will be announcements coming in the future.
Well, the good work, the good fortune comes to those who work hard. And Roo Arcus, you've been working very hard for the last 3 or 4 years, putting out some great music, doing some great touring and shows, and you deserve the accolades you're getting. We're going out with the brand new single now. It's called "If That's What Love Was." Sit back, folks. Have a listen to this. If someone likes this and they want to find out more about Roo Arcus, get hold of your music. What's the best way to do that, Roo?
Look, normally I'd steer people towards the website, which is rooarcus.com. But, mate, it is a little bit out of date. We are looking at updating it very, very shortly. So, look, Facebook's the go. If you're looking to buy it, like we do have distribution through WGA, but I'm actually selling albums through eBay personally, and I'm selling them and I'm signing them to the people who buy them. So that's sort of working out well for a lot of people. It is on iTunes, so you can find it there if you want the digital download. Well, like I say, the physical copy, jump on eBay and, like I say, I'll sign it to you.
Well, it's been great to catch up with you tonight. The album's called Cowboys and Sunsets, and here's the latest single, If That's What Love Was.
Thanks, mate.